to the dojo, where we're going to discuss Pizza Pets, Bitcoin Amsterdam, our Pizza Ninjas boot camp, maybe do some live roast in this session. It is brought to you. It's on X and YouTube. So if you're on either one of those platforms, feel free to jump into the conversation, come hang out with us. We'll pull your comments up, talk about them, and bring you into the conversation. With all that being said, I'm joined by my two wonderful co-hosts today. We got Fred Bills and Chris D in the building. How you guys doing today?
You first, Fred. How's Canada?
Yeah, how's Canada going, Fred? Isn't your last day
fantastic? Last day there. I'm moving to Europe this week, and I'm stoked. That means that I will probably just make it for Bitcoin Amsterdam. And
yes,
today
sir.
There's a lot of alpha that we're going to hear ahead of this, I think. Right, Chris?
Yes. We'll actually just jump into that. I do want to talk about Pizza Pets, but I'm sure more people are going to want to hop in before we go into that topic anyways. But yeah, we got Bitcoin Amsterdam coming up in a little under 2 weeks. Let me go ahead and share this screen. If you're not signed up, we have a slight discount of 100% free for our Pizza Ninja holders. I believe we even have a discount to the actual conference itself. That's what I originally heard, but don't hold me to that one. But I know for sure we do have is the Pizza Ninjas Takeover. Are You Riding? Because that's playing off of Rider. It's co-hosted by BitLayer. You can get signed up on this site. I can actually drop it below or send it to you if you need it. It's going to be in Amsterdam, of course. All of our events are pretty awesome. I've enjoyed all of them that I've been able to go to. Not able to go to this one, but I'm pretty sure Fred's able to make it to this one. Isn't that right, Fred?
100%. I need to eat some IRL pizza with the friends.
Yeah, man. I wish I could be there with you. I think I'm gonna miss this one. But in the future, I hope to go to it. I've actually never been to Amsterdam before. I'm assuming you have, right? You used to live around the area, or you lived in Amsterdam for a couple of years.
Used to live there. They have a wild crypto culture. There's a lot of the original crypto anarchist style people, and a lot of Bitcoin proponents. Amsterdam has been really, crucial in developing our ecosystem. So yeah, I'm really stoked.
Love to hear that, man. Justice said, "Wish I could afford a Ninja. Alas, it's all right, Justa." I mean, you can afford Pizza Pets probably because Pizza Pets are coming soon. And for those that don't know, just like a quick little intro to them, it's going to be like a Tamagotchi style game. I do want to come back to Amsterdam because I feel like we didn't spend enough time on it, but this is an easy transition. Trevor's, kind of been posting out teasers, crossing every T, dotting every I, finishing 200 plus collabs, testing integrations. Pizza Pets are coming. So essentially it's going to be an on-chain game, kind of Tamagotchi style, where you have to keep your pet alive. I always want to be careful with what I say about it because I don't know everything that's, said online yet. But it's going to be really awesome, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. There's going to be a lot of these Pizza Pets, and just like Tamagotchi characters, they're going to die if you don't take care of them. So it's kind of inspired by that. There was apparently people were starting to Tamagotchis that they tried their best to keep them alive, but then they had to go to school. And then when they got back from school, they died. So we want the most committed people to stick to keeping their pets alive. These pets are going to go through evolutions, and the final form is going to be eternal. So that's going to be the style of Pizza Pets. Really looking forward to those. And like Trevor said on this, we have done, and I've been helping with this. I'm not a collab manager, but I manage a lot of collabs, that's just kind of one of the things you do in Web3. You jump around, and not everything has to be labeled, your position for you to do it. And I like doing it. It's a lot of really cool calls with a lot of really cool people. You get to meet a lot of people. I've already finalized a lot of these, and our team has. Shout out to Knox and Cooked and Blessed and I know I'm Poseidon, all of our collab managers at Pizza Ninjas. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. But yeah, we've been absolutely crushing it. We're going to get the final approval forms, the final allocation forms for your communities. That's pretty much sealed. There is still opportunity, especially for ninjas with projects that want to try to squeeze in last minute. So, if you'd like to, just go ahead and reach out. So yeah, they're right around the corner. Really excited about it, and excited to be dropping some more teasers too coming up. Man, we got some really cool stuff going on. But yeah, you guys ready for this? I feel like we've been on it for a while.
Ready,
dude. If you're a real '90s kid, you're born ready for this stuff. I really think so. And good to note as well that it's a game, right? That we play on chain with the Pizza Pets, so that every ninja actually gets to play it 6 times, if I'm not mistaken. So that's
Yes, sir.
that. And then we have our partners at, is it Megapunk? Did I get that right, Chris?
Yes.
They will get 1 each. So this is really cool stuff. Yeah, if you're a '90s kid like me, get on that.
Yes, I'm excited. I feel like I'm in a good position to keep these things alive. I'm not really going to be traveling in the next, in the next few months, at least that I know of. So let's go. I'm also like, dude, the art's so cool. The evolutions are so cool. And there's going to be so much game theory around this. Yeah, so stay tuned for this. If you're a community, just get ready for those forums to come from whichever collab manager you originally spoke with. Those will be coming soon. So get ready for Pizza Pats. Get ready for our event in Amsterdam. We are doing like co-events in Amsterdam as well. I'm not going to announce those yet because I don't think they're finalized. So I'm not going to officially say what they are or when they are. I'm hope to announce them next week. But also stay tuned for that because we're going to, obviously, wherever we go, we're going to have a bigger presence than just like our one party. So if you're going to be in Amsterdam, just get ready because ninjas are ready to take over. Another thing I want to talk about is, dude, we've been like killing it on the gift game. I don't know if you guys saw, but we're like, Moods did a lot of these like for people that basically wanted them. Like he just asked who wants gifts and he made some, and then we've been getting a lot of gifts too. You see Jan with leg day. Fred, I feel like you could use this one. I don't know. I've only seen you chest up actually, but if you, I know you work out. Got some Halloween ones, dude. I really like this one of Eric. Where'd he go? The Just Do It one. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
so cool.
I've seen them a lot lately, man. It's cool. It's actually really cool to see, just knowing it's not like on accident that you're seeing these things pop up everywhere.
Yeah, man. You think we need to get you one for your ninja, bro?
A little bit, and a hat. A hat.
Yeah, and definitely a hat. I will say, so I have some really creative and cool ways to get people some gifts for their ninja. I will say what we've prioritized so much, and I actually want to talk about this later, is we've prioritized ninjas of the month because like every month, for those that don't know, we have people vote, community members vote and like hand out pizzas throughout the whole month to the most helpful ninjas, and like the top like 5 receive Bitcoin. Like I think it ranges from 0.01 to 0.02 Bitcoin, and then the top receives a ninja. I've calculated and we've given out like 1.7 Bitcoin, so around $69,000 in prizes to these ninjas of the month. Another thing that we do for these ninjas a month is that we do prioritize them for their gifts and their hard work towards the community and everything that they've done, as well as when we do events and stuff, we try to prioritize having their stuff there. If you've been to any of our events and you're an Ninja of the Month, you would know that. So that's kind of some of the thought process on the gift selection so far, but it's not limited. So yeah, I mean, Special was a Ninja of the Month. I was actually just reading one. He was a Ninja of the Week as well for us. I don't know if you guys remember that. We picked Special, a couple weeks ago for Ninja of the Week, and I really like his. The Good Night is so cool, man. Like I actually used this last night. I don't know why Giphy's being weird, but when you like pulling down, going to bed, I think that's really dope. But I've been using the heck out of these. I got a coffee one, of course. So drinking some coffee. Got a happy birthday one. I use them as much as I can. So like, I'm sure most people know this, but this is like integrated with Twitter. So if you wanted to like comment on something like, Pizza Ninjas wise, like obviously we're still fighting for the GIF algos because we're new. But if you just type in Pizza Ninjas, you can see most of the ones that pop up. And if you scroll down enough, you'll probably find one that, it seems fitting.
Super dope.
Yeah, if you guys like the ones that you've seen.
I need that combat sports ninja thing from me. I need that animation.
The combat sports ninja? I think we can do that. I like this one too. I forgot about this one. The dabbing up ninjas is really cool. But yeah, so we've been really hammering on Giphy. We have over 1 million GIF views. We did have that last week as well, but we've been like climbing the leaderboards like ridiculously fast. So I don't think I can actually view it from here. I was trying, but super excited about that. Another thing we've been doing is the creator bootcamp. So this has actually been led by Fred. Chris has been one of our special speakers on it. This week we have Pix. A lot of you are probably pretty familiar with Pix, but he's a thread writer. This is like the little presentation we have for him. And this week's gonna be on growing your audience. So I mean, some of his threads have gotten like multiple million views. This one specifically has like almost 12 million views. And he's going to come in and I mean, definitely the master of this and kind of teach some ninjas on how it's going. Fred, don't you have like a little background with Pix as well, or you just kind of know him from the space? Or
a fun fact, yeah. So you mentioned that we might do a little bit of roasting today. This is actually how I met Pix. I was on a stage with, I think it was Bausa and Jaden, my friend Jaden as well, a musician, and we were running an X profile roast. Pix came up on stage. Back in the day, he was called Pix Punks. And we were roasting his profile. And at some point, I looked at the handle and I was like, you know, in that kind of like that Facebook moment where he said, drop the and just make it Facebook. And I just went and I said, drop the punks. And then he became Pix. And he enacted that change right on the stream. And yeah, after that, just kept crushing it. And really happy to see. And we're going to hear a bit of his cheat codes around how to make some organic content, how to make some threads go giga viral.
Scaled from 700 followers to 40K. And honestly, like I would say most of that was probably this year. Like he really started popping off this year. Like some of these like mega viral threads. His page is also like super clean. I love the little lines here to categorize it. I'm sure it looks even better on mobile. His branding's really good. He changed his profile picture recently to this, I really don't even know what this is, gyro or something like that. But he was able to maintain like momentum even after changing it. I really like these graphics that he's been doing. These are super clean, even though he needs to include ninjas on there. And yeah, so I like Pix's work. He actually commented on one of my things the other day, saying that he was involved with some of the early projects I was involved with. So I thought that was like, he's been around the space for a long time. So definitely looking forward to hearing from him on Thursday, 10:30 Eastern time in the Ninjas Discord. We got Lost Words here. Yeah, Grill.Pudgy saying we love Pizza Ninjas and Pix. I do, man. I do. Those are two great things. Hopefully both of those things are going to be in Amsterdam. Do you know if Pix is going to go to Amsterdam, or is he even doxxed?
I have yet to ask him. I don't think he's doxxed now.
Okay. Dang. Well, a great example of not having to be doxxed and still really grow a solid following, to be honest. Like just off of.
Also curious on the rebrand. As far as I remember, he used to be a seal.
Yep, Sappy Seal.
Yeah,
super recognizable seal too. What is this thing?
Yeah.
You know what this is?
You don't have inspect?
Like a Gojira.
No, I don't have inspect. Yeah, it's a Jira something, right? Oh, okay. So he's a researcher for them. So I guess he works for them. I've seen a lot of it though. Like besides just him, I don't know. They kind of came out of nowhere.
It's actually the first time I see this, but yeah, it's a Jira Sun.
Okay, cool. That's kind of beside the point. I was just kind of wondering. But... Sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to bootcamp. What's an update on bootcamp, Fred? Like, how do you feel like it's been going? You know, how do you think last week went? Maybe any homework that we had? Like, any just overall thoughts? I mean, we're going into week 8. 8 weeks. That's 2 months of creator bootcamp. Like, how are you feeling about it?
Man, isn't that crazy? I love to see it. I think time and time again, we hear people saying that their engagement grew and their follower count grew, and that's what we do it for. So I think we love to see that. I think last week was a special one because we had the chance to learn about analytics Oh my God, guys, my voice is crackling. Excuse
Poor
me.
Fred.
So we had a chance to learn about analytics and how to leverage analytics, both in terms of, let's say, social intelligence, as well as NFT and trading data, but also your own personal X analytics, right? And so if anyone is in crypto, then analytics content around crypto trends and trading will do well and will be well received. And so we had the team from Ninja Alerts come on and kind of explain how to use the signals that you can get there to make content. And it was super sick to get a bit of alpha on where's Ninja Alerts going to be headed, right? Because every Ninja holder has access to the app. So that was super sick to see. And at the same time, I think it's just always learning again about how deep do the X analytics go? Where does it end? And where do I have to plug in other tools, maybe like a Tweet Hunter, like a Spaces dashboard, to really just get a complete picture of the truth of where my growth is at? Because that's what you got to be able to do at any point in time of your journey.
It's going to be hard to see, but you mentioned about how Mike came on. That's our developer, one of our developers for Ninja Alerts, and just kind of presented the tooling software. And I thought that was kind of cool that Mike did that. You know, this obviously like still, I don't know what the exact phase is. It's not like 100% like, it's not in like final phase or anything like that. But I don't think enough people realize that if you have a Ninja, it gives you access to this tool. And when the market's hot, this tool is going to be hot. Like it shows you, you can find what projects are buying into what holders are doing it, track smart wallets, track smart money, track whales, track your friends, and from specific collections. So like if you know that this like alpha group or this like just well-known group is buying into this, you can see that, you know, from your dashboard. But Mike was going into a lot of the thought behind it. We have 2 videos we posted on Mike doing this in the last few days. So if you kind of want more information about our tool, go check those out. They're only about a minute each long. That's on our pizza_ninjas page.
Yeah, even like just using it for what my favorite Ninja friends are buying. I found out that quite a few actually bought some based angels, and I was eyeing that collection. I aped it as well. I think it's just such a social game, and we need these kinds of signals to be able to find new friends and make content.
Couldn't agree more, man. Well, when we have like one of these shows that like the focus is around the tooling, I want to really like do this in real time, show a presentation of the tool, and like maybe even like follow each other's wallets. I think that'd be really funny. Maybe even do some challenges along the way. I think that'd be super cool. We also had Dogfather come, and Dogfather does a lot of analytics, and so we got like another perspective of like kind of like how he sets up his analytics, like what resources he uses, what he looks for, like a lot of very valuable information, like rich information from Dogfather. If you're not familiar with Dogfather, I mean, he also kind of just popped off out of nowhere, currently sitting at 18K followers. And I mean, you know, just a couple of his threads, I mean, 17K, 343, the engagement's insane. Like 343 likes, 115 reposts, 35 comments. On this one, I feel like that engagement rate's really good for that amount of impressions, even though the impressions is high too. One of these like really popped off, 127,000 views. I think he said he got like 3,000 followers from this one post or something like that. But he really dug into like the process for this, and that was really cool to see.
Yeah, this is like a great example of some of the rules we covered earlier in the bootcamp, like the mental model of diminishing returns. You got to be first to come up with the news, right? And he was the first to come up with a lot of the cool alpha on runes and a lot of the data on runes. And so that positioned him really well to blow out like that. And so I think we can take a lot of inspo from that.
Yeah, I did, man. I did. I took a lot from it. Like he was talking a lot about being early, but also being accurate. Because like you want to be early enough to where like your post can build traction and it matters. But also like if you're too early, you don't want to sacrifice like getting facts wrong, especially if they're important, because like you're a source of information for the people to like read and come back to. So, you know, being early is not always a good thing, but also like if you can do it the right way, like, I mean, it really matters.
Well, and the timeline will keep you. Sorry, Chris, I was just about to say the timeline will keep you accountable. People will.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, I think a lot of people that it's kind of a weird thing is in this space. Yeah, it's I have mixed feelings about it. Some people, their approach is literally just like say something about absolutely everything. I tend to think that's really annoying. And it's just talking so that people can hear you versus talking so that you can like impart some wisdom or deliver some value or something like that. You know, that's kind of my approach. Don't say much unless you got something to actually add value. So a little different.
Yeah, man, it's definitely difficult, especially when it's like obviously everybody's heard it, you know. Like some things, like I get, like I don't remember what it was. Okay, this is actually a really good talking point. Let me try to pull it up. Man, I never mind. I don't remember who posted it. I'll come back to it. Basically, they were complaining about a marketing campaign because of it was like some well-known influencers, but they all copied and pasted the whole thing. And the person was complaining about the marketing campaign. However, I didn't see any of those, you know, so it's kind of like if I would have even seen one, then maybe the campaign would have been effective because I would have just assumed that, like, unless I saw multiple. So I don't know, like sometimes covering the same news I feel like is effective because not everybody sees, like some people use different people as a source of information. But if it's like, I don't know, it was like super general and broad, like, oh, Bitcoin, you know, I've probably done this before to be honest, but Bitcoin's over 63K again, you know, and then you see that, like, that's the only post you see on your timeline. It's like, okay, we get it. It is.
Or everybody posting the same damn picture and you're like, oh, and they have like their own little witty caption, but it's all the same picture. That to me is, I'm just like, guys, like, is there nothing beyond this?
Yes.
Could we not have a single original thought, you know?
Somebody's asking about any holding Megapunks and Pizza Ninjas, any alpha. So I didn't. Basically, everything I shared earlier was stuff that like you probably know already, but you should. I believe the allocation is 6 Pizza Pets per Ninja, 1 per Punk, I think, and we're finishing up our collabs, like our collabs communities. So I talked a lot about that earlier. We're finalizing, like, I don't know if you heard about any of the game theory or like the Tamagotchi style or anything like that, which has been said before. But if you haven't heard that, then that's alpha. Like that's the way it's going to be structured is there's going to be a lot of these things and then there's going to be a little of them. It's going to start off with, you know, I mean, everybody's obviously getting multiple. So it's going to start off with a large supply and it's going to end with a very, very small supply. So at least that's the thought behind it.
Yeah, I'm actually just really excited to see how it plays out because it sounds like it's going to be hilarious watching like the reasons why all these things die. You know, like too much cocaine and you know, like it shit itself to death or something like. I don't know.
Yeah, man. For those that don't know, I mean, yeah, you can give them like coffee. You can give them water. You can give them psychedelics. You can like do all kinds of stuff, right? And each thing that you do adds to the game theory. Like if you give them like coffee, then like they might be more productive and they might, you know, go to evolve faster. But if you give them coffee, it's going to make them want to poop, you know, more. So then you got to clean that up. And if you don't clean them up, then they could die. So then you gotta, you know, go get them some water to clean them off, and yeah, you gotta take care of them.
That's crazy.
gotta keep your shit clean.
Yeah, man, exactly. But yeah, it's cool. I had something earlier besides that marketing point that was on the creator side, but I guess it's not important. We've been doing a Ninja of the Week as well, just the 3 of us. I picked one this week, so you guys don't get an opinion on it. We didn't get to talk about it beforehand. Sorry, boys. We were figuring out how to work our cameras. But this girl's been killing it, man. She's been like doing really great for the community. I'm not sure if she was on. Troll Farmer said, "I get 66 pets and they start right away." Oh, if I get 66 pets and they start right away. Oh man, I couldn't imagine trying to take care of 66 pets, but I feel like if anybody could do that, it would be Troll Farmer. Oh, that'd be crazy. So this Jasmine Ninja has been doing art for ninjas. She did K-fishes right here. It's also like a pretty We have K-fishes for a lot of the Halloween stuff. I don't know. She did marks. She did high BTCs. She's done specials. So it's just really cool, man. She's been doing a lot of like ninja art lately. So I wanted to give her a round of applause for the Ninja of the Month.
I was gonna vote for her, but she didn't do my ninja.
What's that? I couldn't hear you over the applause for her.
I said I was gonna vote for her to stain, but
I couldn't hear you over the applause.
I said.
Yeah, she didn't do mine either, but that's okay. It's really cool.
I like Chris with the Hawaiian shirt energy. It's a different energy,
right?
Chris. I love it.
Right?
Yeah, man. Gotta bring out the good vibes with a good shirt, right? Troll Farmer said most of them will not make it. You're gonna let your pizza pets die. It's okay. I think a lot of people are gonna struggle.
Yeah, Johnny was asking about what Tamagotchi style means, like what that actually entails for people who have zero idea.
Yeah, this is what we talked about at the beginning, but I know not everybody was here at the beginning, is that the Tamagotchi, they were like this, like on these like little handheld devices, and essentially if you didn't take care of them actively, then they would die. And that's how the pizza pets are going to be. Like they're going to need to be taken care of. If you take care of them, they evolve. If they evolve, then, I'm sure the market's going to value that a different way. I mean, you can speculate on that. And then at the end, their final form, they are permanent and they're going to be on the blockchain forever. So you'll forever have a reminder that you were consistent and kept your pet alive, or that you let your pets die. So there's that. So there's a lot of game theory around it. Really looking forward to it. There'll be a lot more alpha as well. Epic, I have 2 dogs. What is a few more pets to take care of? Yeah, so we'll obviously be going over that a lot in the future.
That'll actually be fun on the live streams, to be honest.
It will be. Dude, we should do that every week. We should take care of our pets on live. Keep each other accountable. Wait, at least one of us need to have a couple of pets make it to the final form. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm on the ninja team, but like I know this is ironic, but like I'm a pretty inconsistent person when it comes to stuff like this. Like I wouldn't say I'm an inconsistent person in general, but when it comes to like having to take care of it, something like I've done things to where like I have to stake something and then like go claim it on a certain day per week, and I always forget. Or like I like random stuff like that, I just forget. Like it doesn't stick with me well. So I'm pretty nervous about my pets, to be honest. Like, and if I were to travel or whatever, we'll see how it goes.
That was a thing, by the way, huh? in the 90s. I think it was 95, 6, 7, something like that. It set off this craze for kids in school, and they had panic attacks if their Tamagotchi pets died. Yeah, and like they would sneak out during school. It's like, I can't fucking concentrate. And then they had to introduce a pause button, and because people in school weren't paying attention. It was really, really crazy.
So Troll Farmer said, I won't be able to take care of 66 pets at the same time. Look, I have some alpha for you. This is actually just like my own theory. This is not coming from inside or whatever. The first time I heard the presentation, this is what I thought about. If we stick with this game theory, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but basically like if you, what was it? If you give them a certain substance, I think it's like DMT or something like that, they have like a 1 in like 30 chance of evolving, or it's something like that. But there's like 6 or 7 evolutions, right? So my thought is, if you have a lot of them, you just keep giving them all DMT and you do the math on that and you figure out like, what's the odds of like one of them, making it all the way to that final form? I don't think it's a 1 in 30. I think it's less than that, but it's per evolution, right? So there's 6 evolutions, and I don't remember the chances. I wish I did, but like hypothetically, it's like a 1 in 10 chance that it evolves or it dies. Then you could do the math on that. Like, what are the odds of like one of my 66 making it to the final form? If I was thinking, if I was a whale, like maybe that'd be a strategy, but I would also probably just get really unlucky and like they'd all just die immediately. But I don't know. That's something that crossed my head.
Yeah, I wonder what the odds are that you give it the thing, it evolves, and then you give it the thing again, and it evolves again.
I did it.
Probably like
I did the odds, but I don't remember the results. I want to say it was like a 3% chance of it getting to the final form. But again, like we're gonna have to really come out with a game theory, figure out if that's still the same odds. Like what I'm saying is not set in stone. It was just like one of the first, like I'm a degen, right? And it was like one of the first things that like went through my head was like, how do I play this to where I don't have to take care of the thing?
I mean, worst case, Chris, you can just, if you invest in that and they all end up dying, at least it'll make a Clemente style story on how you messed up.
It would, yeah. I can make a video on it, right, and just write it off as content. Man, that's we're talking about content creator stuff. Like that's don't waste money and tell yourself it's okay because it's for content, because the content won't make it back.
Yeah,
done that before. Be like, oh man, it's just a couple soul. It's worth the video. No, it's not. Clemente was doing that. Clemente was like doing these like outrageous trades, and I'm sure he's doing well for himself, just like in everything he's pursuing, right? And he's like, getting a larger platform. But he specifically said in one of his things, like, I'm telling myself that I'm doing this for the content. And like, I know part of it was joking and part of it was probably serious, because like he lost a substantial amount of money and probably writing it off in his head. Well, like, did I really lose it if I gained 5,000 followers? And it's like, gotta weigh that stuff out.
It's crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
Marketing's expensive.
Oh no, I'm just I've been caught. I'm using somebody else's ninja.
Oh boy.
Oh no. What's that?
Is that a fact? Is it someone else's?
My camera died. No, this is just like some ninja that we used like a long time ago for the default. But sorry about that, guys. Diego said, give pet, make me happy. We're going to be giving a lot of pets. We have a lot of collabs, 200 plus. Actually, we're already like at the end of this anyways. So I'll go ahead and end with that alpha. No, don't leave us. I'll go ahead and end with the alpha of like, we've already done 200 plus collabs. I've been helping out with that as well. If pretty much everything's sealed, just if you've already went through the process with us, then you should be expecting a final form to fill out this week. And if you haven't, if you're a ninja holder and you're directly involved with the project, then you can still reach out to us. You can still reach out to us regardless if you've done more than one BTC volume on your project. But I mean, we're in the final phases of collabs, so I wouldn't have high hopes for it. So with all that being said, we went over a lot today. We went over Pizza Pets. If you missed that, go back and check it out. We went over Bitcoin Amsterdam, which Fred's going to be representing, hopefully. We went over Peach and Ninja Gifts. We're well over 1 million views, going to be at 2 million soon. Been crushing it, really expanding the IP. Our creator bootcamp is Thursday at 10:30 Eastern time AM. We're going to have special guest picks on there. Millions of views, 0 to 40,000 followers in just a few years, all for thread writing. Our Ninja of the Week is Jasmine, picked by yours truly, myself. And I think that's pretty much sums up everything. Our member of the month has concluded. And so some people are about to be sent some Bitcoin. I said this earlier, but we've sent out 1.7 Bitcoin, which is around $69,000 to Ninjas of the Month. Ninjas of the Month, they get around 0.01 to 0.02 BTC each. And then the winner of the Ninja of the Month gets a Ninja for the month. So that just goes for community votes and being very helpful and very active in the community. Well, that being said, you guys have anything else to add?
Only thing I'll say is LA, Los Angeles Ninjas are getting together. We're going to have a hat party and we're going to eat some food. So reach out to other ninjas. Reach out to Blessed. He's kind of organizing a group. So if you're in LA, come enjoy your hat and some food.
Let's go. I'm in LA, but I'm like Louisiana LA, not like Los Angeles LA. So it's a little different. I'm in the boot.
We're funny. I love
that. I'm in the southern LA. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. As always, we will see you guys next week, same time. Have a great Tuesday. Oh gosh, we got one more. Cajun Canadian. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm Cajun, but I'm not Canadian. I just got here. Can you